Gonna dive right into it. Um, you know, I feel like off the back, you should know when you go to a show, you gotta always ask before you just touch somebody's dog, bro. Don't just go and touch somebody's dog. Make it known, make eye contact with them, acknowledge their dog. Hey, that's a pretty dog. Boy's a beast or something. Can I pet him? Don't just reach in and pet somebody's dog. Especially if you got your kids with you. I've been bit at a show. I've been bit at shows. I've been bit handling dogs. I've been bit, I'm just giving y'all some real deal knowledge. You know what I mean? So, off the back, when you go to the shows, make it known to the owner what you're going to do. And that owner will typically let you know, like, hey, nah, bro, don't do that. Sometimes he be tripping. Or, go ahead, it's a big baby. Or, you know what I mean? Believe it or not, Frenchies are the ones that'll get you. It's always the little dogs, you know what I mean? It's always the little dogs. Another big thing, point two, is gonna be keeping your dog under control. And you know what I mean? You really want to have your dog kind of just on a short leash. You know what I mean? Keep your dog next to you. And, that also goes to, keeping space between your dog and another dog. I know some of these dogs is hard. They move, they get around, all that. But, you want to keep your dog on a short leash. Keep it next to you. Your dog might not be aggressive, but it might walk up to another dog that is. Shit happens. Could go south real quick. Dog could get bit. Usually won't get too out of hand, but it could rally up some stuff. So just something to think about, keeping your dog on a short leash and not letting it invade other space. That's a major thing. That's really like two things in one for real. Another thing is too, never interrupt somebody heading to the show ring. Like if you know somebody's going to the show ring and you see them about to go in, and this goes more so for the networking part, right? Don't go and try to stop them or slow them down. You feel what I'm saying? Let them do what they got to do. And if you want to talk to that person, talk to them once they get out the ring and they're kind of put up. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and like block the show ring. Like don't just stand in front of where the entrance is to the show ring. I get it. It happens. I've done it before. But just like a real word of advice, like if you're trying to network, when someone's heading to the show ring, don't do it then. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing if y'all on deck and y'all waiting to go in. Y'all could probably have a good little conversation, but trying to have that conversation while they got to go in and you know what I mean? Like it's go time. Once it's time to get in that ring, once your number gets called or your class is up, it's go time. So there ain't none of that like picking and choosing. Like, let me talk to you right now. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That is the worst time to try to network with somebody. And, just something to really consider. You know what I mean? Just don't do that. Offer compliments before you start asking questions. I guess as far as it goes for networking, maybe give them a compliment. Hey, if you want to learn what dog got they programmed to where it's at, or you like the way their dog looks, and you're like, ooh, I kind of want to. Maybe I could figure something out and breed what got them going like that. Go ahead, ask them. Shoot them a compliment. Hey, I really like this boy's headpiece. Who's the dad? Has he had any litters? Is he throwing that? You know what I mean? Just ask questions, bro. Just ask questions. They go a long way, but definitely we recommend as far as it goes to networking. It's better to be positive than negative. Throw out a positive. Throw out a God, I can't think of the name right now. Throw out a compliment. That's what I'm looking for. Throw out a compliment. And then ask what you want to ask them. You know what I mean? There's something to dig into with networking. Keep it positive too. You know what I mean? When you're at these shows, they can be stressful. It's a lot more stressful for the dogs than it is for us. But just keep shit positive, bro. For real. Just like, you know what I mean? Don't nobody want to be around a dark cloud all day. You know what I mean? But yeah, Buddha Brody, I see you. Hold on, bro. I'm going to go through this, and then I'm going to bring people on in the end, bro. I got you, though. I got you right now. We're just talking about, like it says, just networking and stuff like that. Let's see, what was another one that I had? Asking thoughtful questions. Yeah, asking thoughtful questions. You know what I mean? It's not bad to pick brains and stuff when you at these shows, bro. It's really not. It's not bad to um really just try to learn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're talking to somebody, let them know, like, especially if you're new, hey, I'm new to this. How do I do this? How do I do that? You know, what do I need? What would you do? 9 times out of 10, people are going to point you in the right direction unless they don't know what they're talking about. So you might want to do your homework before you just, like, fully jump. You feel me? Stuff like that. Respect when somebody's busy, too. That's a major thing. If you see somebody's handling a bunch of dogs or going back and forth, the back and forth, the back and forth, the back and forth between dogs, and they're on a constant go, you know, that probably ain't the best time for you to try to network with them. For real. Let's see, what was my other one? You know, try to just keep conversations light. You know what I mean? When you go to these shows, you are kind of going to network. You know what I mean? Just keep them light, man. Keep them quick. Bump shoulders with the right people. Get in contact with them. Hey, this is my information. What's yours? You know, you'd be surprised on the gems you can pick up just by who you meet. For real. Be punctual when it's your time in the ring. That is another big one. If you're first new to shows, just be punctual. Make sure you're getting in there on time. Pay attention to what's going on. You know what I mean? For real. And then, you know, just a reminder, though, and that's what I'm going to kind of end it on. You know, dog shows are about learning, networking, and building relationships, not just winning. So, you know, you could go to a show, you could spend a ton of money, bro. You might not walk away with anything, but you walk away with something. You know what I mean? You've seen the dogs that won. You might not have took first place. Your dog might have been one of the best dogs in any place because the handling was horrible. Now you know when you go home what you got to tighten up on. You know what I mean? For real, like, it's stuff like that you got to consider. You know, you didn't lose in the sense, you still won because you gained some kind of knowledge behind it. For real, you feel me? So just something to really consider. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is for networking. You bump shoulders with the right people. You open the new doors, and you go to a show and lose, you still won. Now you know what you're looking like. You know what I mean? You know where you need to improve at. You might need to revamp your yard. You might need to focus on handling. Your dog might be severely underweight. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, you picking it up on YouTube. Now you know different dog foods. Like, you know, it's that's definitely something to consider. I'm trying to really think. I feel like I kind of went over everything with y'all. As far as it goes, you know, first dog show, networking, just being etiquette, you feel me? So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let people come on. Just a reminder, if y'all coming on, all these videos are going to be on YouTube. So however they get used, you feel me? Let's see. They have y'all showing dogs. Udo, you still in here, bro? Let's see. You wanted to jump on. Right now, that's what we talking about, is just show etiquette, how to get in touch with people, stuff like
Yo,
that. What's the word with you, Brody? What's the
what up,
word with
man?
you? What's good? What's
Hey, we
good?
out Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Man, bro, the topic of the live today is first time show etiquette and
Okay.
how to network with new people.
Oh yeah, that's just easy, man. You just gotta walk around, bro. Somebody might compliment you about your dog, and then you start the conversation from there. You compliment them on their dog. You know, ask questions.
For sure. And that's kind of what I was going over too. Like I really wrote down the whole list and just read down. You know what I mean?
I got one.
My boy,
Says you're too busy to respond to me.
you ain't even message me, bro.
I commented on here. I said, "Why you no show me love? Now I'm hurt."
I ain't even see it, bro. I got my camera put up. Like it's tucked
No,
in the thing.
my biggest thing I would say with going to a first show, bro, is figure out what class your dog
Oh
that
yeah.
fits best.
Ask the
Because
judges. Ask
people
other
go
people.
in there and then their dog doesn't get chose, or like the judge will tell them like he's this or that, and then they don't know why. So like figure out what class your dog is supposed to be in. I
That's a
think
fact.
that's the number one thing. You can't force your standard to be in the pocket class. You get me? But
That's a
people do
fact.
it.
That's
You
a
know, people
fact. A
do it,
lot
and
of dogs ain't even wicked. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and then they're like, why didn't I win? You know, why is my dog like, you know, look so different in the ring than the other ones? Figure out what class your dog is supposed to be in, or and if your dog is a pocket, that's fine. Or if your dog is a micro but he's a taller micro, throw him in the pocket class. You get me? Like, do what's best for the animal, not what you want and like what makes you feel good about. Like, oh, I own a micro. As long as that title says champion, bro, why does it matter what class it was? You get me? So like to me, it would be that is, I would say figure out what class your dog is it really fits best. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to being a fat ass.
No, for sure, for sure. I think Carlos had a good
One
point with that. You really do got to understand the breed standards. You know what I mean? That's a huge thing. Is
Keep it
understand the
real with
breed
yourself,
standards.
bro. Keep it real with yourself. You know, everybody. You know, we all say we got the best dog, but hey, you gotta be real with yourself.
Nah, for
You
sure.
know,
Gilly,
if you
what's up
haven't
with your
worked your
family?
dog, if you
My
haven't
boy
worked your
Gilly.
dog, what's up?
No, I see my guy Gilly. I ain't know I had the comments turned off, bro. Like where I couldn't read them, and I'm just now seeing them come in. You know, Gilly, he does tattoos. He be doing all the paintings and all that.
Gilly, gilly,
And then we got
gilly.
Cassie in it too. But nah, what you saying though, bro, about the breed standards?
No, yeah, you gotta be real with yourself. Oh yeah, I went to Carlos. I tried him out. But what's it called? You gotta be real with yourself, bro. If you haven't worked your dog, you know, and there's people that don't. They're like me, bro. I work my dog, but not as much as I should. I start working my dog once I start getting closer to the show, but I really don't work my dog like like you really should. And that's what a lot of people gotta understand. You gotta work your dog, bro. Yeah,
Nah, that's a
even
fact.
once or twice a day, if you can, 15 minutes, work your dog. Because, bro, you could have a badass dog, bro, but some people look for the structure, how they stand. You know,
You know,
these
bro.
dogs.
And on that too, I only train my dogs for about 5 minutes a day. When I let them out in the morning, when they come back in, I throw the little show lead on them, stack them up, practice a little bit, get them to stay, and then that's that. Like you know what I mean? I found that works compared to overtraining.
No, yeah, and if your
So
dog
you
is
feel
strictly
me?
for showing, bro, rest your dog. Go put him in the shade. Put him in the kennel with shade. Relax him, bro. You want him to be as relaxed as he can. Get his energy. Because some people, what they do, especially the exotics, bro, they get tired if you walk them to the ring, bro. Sometimes you gotta carry them, and the people talk shit about it. But
You know that's a
it's like
fact, and that's
you
why you
gotta
gotta
walk
you
it in the
know
ring.
if you got an exotic, you should probably be going to a show with a whole wagon. Just keeping
Yeah.
it up.
A fan, bro, cover it. When I had Devil Smash, bro, I covered his kennel. I made sure he was as calm as he could, bro, because anxiety it'll fuck up the dog.
My boy, damn, y'all got Ivan too.
What up? What up?
What's the word with your family?
Hey, two plates, but one's a
He came,
salad.
he came with the salad though.
He's being a
Nah,
healthy
for
fat
sure.
ass.
You gotta get a bike, bro. That's why you're not invited.
Hey, I need to get. I got the Tahoe now, bro. Next, I need a bike.
Uh,
Hey, buy the
well,
wagon. We'll put it on
well,
somebody's bike.
yeah, we'll just
Little,
tie you to
little
the
side
back. Fuck
wagon.
it.
Hey, I'm too big for all that. We gonna tilt to one side.
But, like, what do you think people should do on their first time at a show? When they're new to the show, we already said, like, make sure you're on the right category, work your dog, make sure you get, don't feed your dog, bro. If
Oh
anything, give
yeah,
them water.
Ask questions.